Hello everybody and welcome back to the Infinite Baffled channel. Thank you all for tuning in for this brand new video where we're going to be taking a deeper look at the Wharfedale Denton 1S speakers. My name is Niall and I say we're taking a deeper look because for those of you that might have missed it, we actually had a sit-down interview with Cornelius from Wharfedale around 2 or 3 weeks ago now, where these were very first launched. He talked about some of the details, the features behind the speakers, but now we've had a real chance to sit down and listen to them. We wanted to give you our thoughts on them. As always, if you do enjoy this video, it'd be absolutely amazing. You could leave a thumbs up on it. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for weekly hi-fi content. I will put a link in the description to the interview with Cornelius, so for anyone that missed that the first time around, feel free to check that out. We spoke about some of the key design choices that were made when bringing the Denton 1Ss to life here. And Wharfedale as a brand, and the Denton model in particular, is one that's been very popular for a long time. So I think there's a lot of pressure and a lot of expectation when releasing a new upgraded model of such a classic, revered speaker. The question is, do the 1Ss live up to it? So let's kick things off with a few of the basics, shall we? So the Denton 1Ss are coming in at £649, and they're very much an homage to the original 1974 Denton. If you look at them aesthetically side by side, the designs look very, very similar, but as you might expect with a speaker in 2026 compared to that original model, they have done a lot to bring these up to modern specifications. We're talking new materials to help get a better sound out of the cabinet, but perhaps the biggest technology improvement here is the ACDT technology, or the ACD technology, I suppose you would say, which is the Advanced Coaxial Driver technology, which is a huge implementation and a massive upgrade on that 1974 model. What this technology does is basically, in a nutshell, if I remove the grill here to show you, everything is coming from one central point in terms of the speaker. You can see that here, we've just got one singular point where all the sound is coming from. And that effectively means you're going to get better timing, better cohesion, and better imaging as well, which in a nutshell just means that the speaker should be a lot more accurate and should have a lot more clarity as well. I'm going to put the grills back on because although I actually think I prefer the way they look with the grills off, Wharfedale do recommend to get the best possible sound because of this speaker design, you should leave the grills on. Whilst we're talking about some of the aesthetics, actually, let's continue in that theme because I actually much prefer, we've got the white here today. When we did the interview with Cornelius, we had the black model, and I much prefer these contrasting against the grille finishes. So the white one here that we're joined with today is one example of that. And they also do a blue, which I think looks absolutely fantastic. And I love the way that the grills, and actually if I take this off again for you, the way that the driver pops off against the cabinet and the Wharfedale logo here, the way that stands out more, I much prefer. Just going back to the price again really quickly, the fact that these are £649 right now puts them almost slap bang in between the Darley Sonic 3s and the Kef Concerto Metos, which I think is a super ballsy move and just gives you an idea of how much faith they must have in the Denton 1Ss here, because they are two brilliant speakers that they're up against amongst a field of others as well. But again, just a super competitive price point. There is actually initially a bit more than meets the eye with the Denton 1Ss as well, because although there is a compact design, which in itself breeds a bit of convenience, there is on the rear one thing that we did cover with Cornelius. These weigh in at 7 kg each, by the way, so got a good weight to them, not super lightweight, but easy enough to manoeuvre without a problem. On the back, we have, while I tilt this down gently, a brilliance switch, which, as Cornelius himself said, is designed to make the speakers sound a little bit more brilliant, which made me chuckle at the time, but actually, it's a really nice feature. You're supposed to engage this when you've got the speakers close to a wall, and that means you can put them right up against the wall and not lose any performance. That's the idea behind it, at least. So again, the size, the design, the fact you've got this switch to allow you to put them closer to a wall, all of this is designed to give you a much more convenient and easy to play speaker. And with all of this, the price point, you can kind of see the kind of system that Wharfedale have in mind, the kind of home that Wharfedale have in mind for a speaker like this. The Dentons have a frequency response range of 50 Hz to 20 kHz, a peak SPL of 95 dB and a sensitivity rating of 88 dB. I will put some of these specifications next to me on screen now, and I'll also put a link to the speakers at Audio Affair in the description down below, where you'll be able to go through them all at your own leisure. As we always say, Audio Affair is where we do all of our listening, all of our testing, so be sure to check the speakers out there for any further details you may need. So let's get to it then. The main point of this video, what did I think of the Denton 1S's when I properly got down to it and had a good old-fashioned listen? Well, as we've touched upon, we've loved Wharfedale in the past, the 10.1s we've done a video on, and absolutely adore those. As far as a budget speaker goes, they're as good as it gets in my humble opinion. Things like the Elysians we've covered, the Dentons I've already mentioned earlier in the video. We are a big fan of Wharfedale as a manufacturer, so I did have high expectations when going into this, and I will say straight off the bat that they did have a different feel to any other Wharfedale speaker that I've listened to. Cornelius mentioned it in the interview, because I think I might have said to him that I always associate Wharfedale with being a really warm, comforting, easy listening brand, and whilst they do still have that warmth to them, I don't think the warmth is quite to the same extent as something like the Elysians, for example, or even the 10.1s. They do have a very slightly different sound signature compared to the other Wharfedales that I'm used to. I think what Wharfedale have done here is sacrifice a little bit of that warmth to make the speakers a little bit more balanced, and that's a good thing, because it means no matter what you're listening to, the speakers should be able to handle it really, really well. And whilst they are still warm leaning, meaning that they're not fatiguing in any way and they're really easy listening, you're getting a bit more balance from the overall sound. I should say that when we listened to the Denton 1S's here, we paired them up with the Weem Ultra Amp Streamer. That to me just felt like the kind of product that Wharfedale would have had in mind when putting together the speakers here, and along with the speakers you're essentially getting a system for, what's that, around £1,500, £1,600, and again on paper a really good all-in-one well-rounded system at that. The nice thing about using the Weem as well is that it came in really close, if not right up to that top end of the amp power that Wharfedale recommend for the Wharfedale Denton 1S's here, which is between 30 to 100 watts. Another thing that jumped out to me straight away, but it's something that I feel like I mentioned in almost every single bookshelf speaker review at the moment, is that the sound that you get out of these is a much bigger one than you would expect when you look at them. I mean, it's something that I think a lot of manufacturers nowadays seem to be really getting a hold of, just the ability to get a big sound from a small cabinet. Now, when I say that, don't get me wrong, these aren't the kind of thing you're going to be using in a massive, massive room, but they fill a small room really, really well. And again, I think with the design in mind here, that's definitely the kind of setting that Wharfedale would have hoped the speakers would be in, that kind of small bedroom, office kind of space, maybe up to middle-sized room potentially as well, but definitely a small space is where these are going to shine the most. Another thing that I noticed quite early on is that the level of control with the 1S's here is really, really decent. Even at the high volumes, it seemed to have things under wraps pretty well, and I think one thing that helps with that is the fact you've got a rear port on the back to help with the bass management. Another element of Wharfedale speakers that I always think of is the fact that they have a really punchy, engaging low end, something that's really fun to listen to, that you end up tapping your foot along to, and the Denton 1S's are a speaker that are no exception to that. And whilst I'm someone that doesn't really love a massive amount of low end, I think what you've got here is more than adequate. If you were someone that was going to be using these in a AV system in some way, or someone that really does love the punchy low end to be in your face, then I would say almost definitely you're going to need a subwoofer in the mix here. But still, again, for the size of cabinet, if you're just listening to music, I think the low end here works absolutely perfectly. Whilst this new driver technology does mean that these sound super clear and have got really good timing and accuracy behind them, I wouldn't describe them as being overly detailed. Again, I feel like the warmth that you get, even though it's not as extreme as with other Wharfedale speakers, that warmth that you get is kind of what sacrifices a bit of the detail. They're not an overly analytical speaker by any stretch of the imagination, but the overall presentation is still a really natural one. And again, it's just a really fun one to listen to. And this is something that, again, Cornelius did touch upon when we did the interview, and I completely agree with what he's saying there. It's something that's fun, easy listening and engaging without being overly detailed and analytical. That extra bit of balance that you get from the Denton 1S's compared to some of the other Wharfedale models does mean that without doubt these are the more well-rounded Wharfedale entry-level speaker, if you want to call them entry-level, at £649, because we listen to a bit of everything with these. We listen to the new Holly Humberstone album, a bit of Olivia Rodrigo, to The Prodigy, to Zach Bryan, to some old school stuff like the Beatles and Led Zeppelin, and every single time, no matter what we listen to, the presentation, the natural sound always seems to just work absolutely flawlessly. There's no doubt in my mind that for the kind of system that Wharfedale had in mind when designing the Denton 1S's, these are absolutely brilliant. I think they're a real nod to that original old school Denton sound that so many people love and adore. They bring it up to modern spec a little bit, but without losing any of that heritage that people love when it comes to Wharfedale. Again, I do think at the price point they're at, it is so competitive. As a consumer, you are spoilt for choice. I think compared to the Darley Sonic 3s that we mentioned earlier, they've got a bit more warmth and have got a bit of a larger sound. Compared to the more expensive Kef Concertos, they don't fill a space quite as well and perhaps don't have the same level of soundstage, but they do have that bit more warmth compared to those. That again makes them a bit more easy listening and potentially a little less fatiguing as well. And I think for anyone out there that's looking for a compact system, perhaps plug this into an all-in-one like we did with the Weem, small spaces, they're going to be fantastic for you. They really are going to be brilliant speakers if that's the kind of system that you had in mind. But this is the point in the video where, as always, I ask for your opinion on what we're looking at. Let me know your thoughts in the Denton 1S's in the comment section down below. Again, I know so many of you are going to have experienced a Denton speaker or at least a Wharfedale speaker at some point, so I'd be super curious to hear what you think of this heritage nod back with the Denton 1S's. But thank you again for tuning in, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Thank you for your support as always, and I'll speak to you all in next week's video. See you there.